What is up, Washington fans? Just, I don't even know what to say, honestly. Like, this team, I've been a fan for about, I think, since I was a kid, and probably started watching the football team in 2010. So, about 10 years from now, and, it's honestly the same thing every year. That one magical year with RG3 when we went to wild card and he got hurt, that was one aberration of a year. But it just gets to a point where you're not upset. You're just used to it. Like it's there's a certain a point where you just say, you know what, I'm done. Like I honestly I watch them, but I'm not gonna emotionally invest in a team that doesn't give up or play with any passion out there on the field. And it's hard being a Washington fan. It's getting clowned every year, not having a sustainable quarterback, terrible front office, terrible ownership. I mean, there's so many directions to where you can point the blame to. And Dan Snyder, man, that guy. Oh my goodness, it. It's my opinion, and I'm being serious right now. I don't think we will ever be good with Dan Snyder as owner. And yeah, sorry, my someone just called me. My phone went out, for the camera went out. But as I was saying, Dan Schneider needs to go. It's when you're bad for that long, for this experience, period amount of time. Some of the blame has to go to ownership. This guy, I just, one day if he ever sells the team, which I'm praying for, oh my, when that day comes, I'll be the happiest man alive. I'll probably be more happy on that day than my wedding day. But anyway, yeah, it just comes to a point where you've had enough of it, and this team shows it every week. I mean, we were 1-0 5 weeks ago, and if you tell me 5 weeks later that we were gonna be 1-5 and lose to the winless Giants, and Dwayne Haskins was gonna be our starting quarterback, and he's moved to third string, I wouldn't believe you. I'll call you crazy. But that's where we're at right now. We lose 2019 to the winless Giants at MetLife. Wow. Where do I begin, honestly? It's tank season. That's where I'm beginning with. I don't know if we're ever going to compete with tanking with the Jets, because the Jets suck too, but they might be better than us, honestly. When you need a quarterback, Kyle Allen, I mean, he had that one interception, then he turned it around, but then fumbled, and he's not the quarterback for the future. I don't know. We haven't had a sustainable quarterback since Mark Brunell. We had Kirk Cousins, but of course, ownership ruins. Ownership ruins everything. If it's not the ownership, then the player sucks. It's one or the other. And it's just I can never buy an Washington quarterback jersey, because they always change. I mean, from the Campbells to Donovan McNabb to Rex Grossman and John Beck to Case Keenum and Josh Johnson and Colt McCoy. It's just a never-ending cycle that we as fans experience and have to go through. It's a rough ride. I will never ever not support this team, because I've been a fan for 10 years and I just can't give up on them, because they're my local team and you got to support the locals. But anyway, let's talk about this game. First half looked really ugly. Second half, we turned it up. Defense did the best they could, but man, Daniel Jones, oh my goodness. We made Daniel Jones look like Joe Montana. Same thing with Jared Goff last week. My goodness. Landon Collins needs to go. Holy cow. That guy is terrible. That guy can't cover. He's tackling someone when the guy doesn't even have the ball, and it's Landon Collins needs to go. Troy Apke got benched for Deshazier Everett. Deshazier Everett had some nice hits. Had that one hit on Daniel Jones, which was a penalty. You got to fix that up with discipline. But Landon Collins needs to go. That guy is, oh gosh. J.D. McKissick had a nice game. That guy was Kyle Allen's safety blanket. Terry had a nice game, because he's Terry McLaurin. Isaiah Wright had a nice game. Inman had some clutch catches. Logan Thomas had it was a beautiful throw by Kyle, and we threw a fade. It wasn't a fade. It was I don't know if it was a fade technically, but Kyle Allen threw a nice pass. Logan Thomas with a one-hand catch. Great catch at the end of the half, and we needed that. And before that, we went for it on 4th and 4 after we thought we were going to pin them down, the Giants at the 1 yard line. It was a gutsy call. Ron rolled the dice, and he got it. And yeah, First half was really ugly. After Kyle Allen threw that pick, he turned it around though, and the defense did the best they could. Deron Payne was amazing today. Kerrigan got a sack. Sweat played great. Chase Young had some nice tackles, but you can't beat the winless Giants, dude. Like, where does it? How? I don't know. Honestly, it's just, man. This team needs a whole lot of fixing. It's my goodness. So Kendall Fuller also had an interception today, so 4 interceptions in 3 games. That guy, I am so happy Kendall Fuller is back in Washington. That guy is amazing. But it's tank mode now, and I have no other words to say, honestly. I mean, Cam Simmons had a touchdown. That was really nice to see. And then we went for on the 2-point conversion. Didn't get it. I thought Kyle Allen had a lane to run. He didn't. It was incomplete. Lose 19-20. It's hard, but at the same time, you're used to it, honestly. Like, I used to be so emotionally invested in the team as a kid, but I grew up, I'm like, yo, come on, man. Like, if they're doing the same thing every time, you should be used to it at this point. Like, if you get punched 45,000 times in the face, eventually the pain will be numb, and pain is numb from seeing this team play. It's honestly amazing. Ron Rivera's coaching today was questionable, but I still have faith in Ron because it is his first year and you got to give him some time. But this whole organization, starting from ownership, Daniel Snyder needs to look in the mirror and say, what am I doing wrong, and why do I keep on doing it? Because that's what he's doing every year. It's hard, dude. It's hard being a Washington fan. It is difficult. It is something that when you go to school, you get made fun of. When you go to family events, you get made fun of. But I can't stop not supporting. I can't just quit on this team because I just can't. So that's pretty much it, guys. We fall to 1-5. We play Dallas next week. That's gonna be a loss. And 1-15, top 3 overall pick bound. Hopefully a quarterback, Trevor Lawrence. I don't know. This team needs a lot of rebuilding. I really thought Bruce Allen Gone was gonna change, but it's a Washington thing at this point. So that's pretty much it, guys. They're not gonna get a hit Washington from me. The winless Giants. Unbelievable. See you guys.